Wow, wow, wow.
And the paladins have been taken to the brig.
I'm pretty sure she knows that. Hell, she's the one who told you to do it. I guess she was just talking to us then?
You've watched too many movies, Lance. There's no secret passage.
No, he watches too many bad movies.
Will someone shut him up?
Hey, that's my line.
Are you saying our fate rests in Karan's hands?
Why are they doubting the guy who has saved their asses countless times now? This whole plan relies on a trained soldier to be afraid of mice. Good thing he's perfectly Karan-sized.
If Voltron survived, do you think that means Lotor is still alive?
That's what we're going to find out.
No, they were fighting, remember? If Voltron survived, that should mean Lotor is dead. Should.
Then, I heard they was giving away free Coltoneckers with every purchase.
They were giving away free cows?
Wait, did you say free?
Greetings, fellow scallywags. How's the booty?
She doesn't seem too thick to me. I mean, her armor is covering up any booty she may have. Oh.
Who are you?
Oxa ex machina.
Answer the question. How did you survive that explosion?
Don't you know? You were there.
I think there's a little confusion about how the we ask questions, you give us answers scenario works.
They might just be the worst interrogators ever. They're asking really horribly worded questions and still not getting any answers and have yet to torture anybody.
Lotor's dead. We left him in the quintessence field.
Yeah, that doesn't really add up. Why aren't you dead?
Because of the power of teamwork?
Shut up, hunk. Also, they said they left him in the quintessence field. There's the answer to the question.
What happened to Lotor and where have you been all this time?
But they just gave you the answer to the first question and the second question doesn't even make sense. Where were they expecting Voltron to be?
What are you doing here?
That was necessary. That might just be the most awkward way to be grabbed I've ever seen. I think I just saw a stormtrooper blush.
Oh, I'm just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
I was going to ask why he hadn't done this already.
Who are you? Hey, is that Bluefar's scarf?
Why hasn't he taken off that scarf yet after all the trouble it cost him the last time?
Huh?
I won't ask Cal, I'll just send it. So she can become the Hulk now. Okay.
Aksha, what are you doing here?
And how didn't you get sucked into space with everything else?
Hey, how do I look?
Kinda dumb.
Was he expecting to look cool with the helmet on top of his head?
You scallywag!
I know Karan got beat up pretty bad, but did they give him drugs to numb the pain? Because this is not how one acts after simply taking a beating.
Lance, lead the way. Keep the team together.
So, is no one going to question how Keith knew how to do that or that he could do it at all? So was she just going to sit there and get kicked in the face? What happened to all her agility? Also, where did Keith spawn in that no one saw him run up?
So do you guys actually know each other?
Yeah, don't you remember how she never wanted to kill him?
Oh, I guess it is true love.
I ship it. No, I don't.
Can't we just fight?
Keith doesn't even try to resolve this without violence. Keith is a human, right? Or at least half, because he would probably break before that metal wall.
Is that what I think it is?
Sentient nitrate.
A canister with a red glow. Well, that always and only ever means explosive in all video games.
Zero in on the location and fire on the ship!
Are you sure?
Just do it!
So, he wants to die? Nice plan. So, that one blast was enough to cause explosions all over the ship, yet Keith and Aksha, who were right next to it, still survived?
I just looked at the lions, and they're in worse shape than ever.
We should probably give them some time to recharge before we head back on our way.
Hey, I have an idea. Why not let them float around in space in the general direction you need to go so that you can still make progress on your trip?
But then there was an explosion, and after that, nothing. That was 3 decaphoebs ago.
Is a decaphoebe a year or a decade? The whole deca in the word makes it confusing.
Zethrid, Ezor, and I were marooned on the meteoroid for days. Finally, a Galra ship came to investigate Lotor's last known whereabouts.
How did they have enough oxygen to be stuck in space for days?
Finally, a Galra ship came to investigate Lotor's last known whereabouts. We took it over.
Why didn't you just nicely get on the ship? As far as the other Galra know, you all were still all cool with Lotor.
With Lotor gone, it was clear that there was a power vacuum in the Galra Empire. Zethrid and Ezor wanted to exploit that for their own gain. But I knew I had to find my own path.
Well, who else's gain should they be acting upon? No one else seems to want them.
And it led me to you.
But why? What kind of weird ship is this? She just really cares about him because he saved her that one time. But now she has this really strange and deep connection with him.
I realize now that Lotor wasn't the man I thought he was. He preached unity, but in the end he sought only power.
I think we're all forgetting what he wanted that power for. Unity. No one just wants power with no motivations. Stop trying to make Lotor the bland villain that Zarkon was.
And if Ezor and Zethrid became warlords in that time, what else has changed?
So, are they just going to sit and stand there in a circle all quietly with the questions just thrown in the air? Oh, let's do this. Why hasn't he taken off the try? Stop trying to make Lotor the bland villain that Larkon. Man, damn, I had it so close.